For the first start of my career, for example, I would show you like literally notepads full of ideas. And if I basically told you how many of those ideas I took action on, you would be like, flipping hell, Luke, what have you been doing? So it's very easy to think about big ideas. It's very easy to have ideas in your mind, but execution of those ideas is just another matter entirely. And so the way that you can start to get better at taking action on things is the same way you grow a muscle in a gym. You have to get repetitions in. And so it doesn't have to be starting a big grand app right off the bat, but it could literally just be as simple as thinking about a drawing it down and writing it out. Or it could be as simple as shooting a video and posting it onto social media. The more you do that and get into the habit of thinking of an idea and creating it and thinking it and creating it and thinking it and creating it, the more you're going to be skilled at the process of creation. Because the process of creation is the ability to think, conceptualize, and bring into the material world. And the only way you can get better at that is by doing it. And so you don't have to start super big, but just get into the habit of daily creation. Because the more you create on a daily basis, the better your skill of creation is going to become, and the more you're going to be able to take action on your ideas instead of thinking of cool ideas, letting a few weeks pass, and then going, shit, I wish I took action on that. Or the moment's passed, the motivation's gone. And so you have to develop that discipline and that ability to take action, because then you're going to prove to yourself that you can do stuff. All right. And the more you prove to yourself that you can do stuff, the more courageous you're going to be, because you're constantly pushing yourself out of the comfort zone, and you're growing and you're growing and you're growing. And as you grow through repetition, your confidence grows as well. All right. And so what can you create today? Can it be a video? Can it be a drawing? Can you send someone a voice note? Can you go out and take some photos if photography is what you're into? Instead of procrastinating on your ideas, get into the habit of taking massive action on them. And that's going to help you develop confidence in the long run. All right. And so if you can start to tie these things together, you are basically going to start developing what I call the courageous self inside of you. And the courageous self is the ability to move forward into fear regardless of how afraid you might feel. Because the brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. If you can start to stack these on top of each other, you're going to start to develop your courageous self. And the courageous self is a requirement in order to be successful in business. Because if you are stuck in a mode of positioning for approval, if you're stuck in a mode of thinking about things and not actually taking action on them, then, my friend, you're basically limited in what you can do. And you will always come up to certain ceilings and you will stop there. All right. Whether it's making your first sales online, or whether it's getting to your first 10K a month, whether it's getting to your first 50K a month, whether it's getting to your first 100K a month, it doesn't matter, because it's just different levels of human development. As you go through it, you need different tools, and you need to be able to have the courageous self developed so you can basically break through each ceiling as you go.